You want to clear tier 16 maps in a minute in budget gear? Then you come to the right place. This Spark build allows you to clear the entire screen, ramp up quickly. You're going to be leap slamming, almost like Flicker Strike actually, and you're going to be able to just go in, instantly kill the boss. Now this is going to be incredible because Sentinel League allows us to ramp up the difficulty and get more loot than ever. Yeehaw! So if you like to go fast,
I want to go fast.
This is the build for you. We are using the SOULTHIRST belt in combination with 45-second FLASKS to achieve this. This gives us Soul Eater on kill, providing us with over 1,000. It's over 1,000! Attack and cast speed. Then we threw in the Gall. Call! For mini shrines that further buff us. And buff the guaranteed shrine we get from Atlas Passive. In case you're wondering what happens if we lose all of our buffs, if we can actually recover, here's a clip where I lost the buffs, and this is a double boss with vulnerability, and look, I'm able to just stand here and just kill them, even though I only have a couple of Soul Eater charges, which I got right when I entered the zone. Oh yeah! Let's take a look at how to ramp up. When we enter the map, we're going to cast Haste, which uses life, and that's going to proc Adrenaline for us. So now we have increased attack, cast, and movement speed. Then we're going to Leap Slam. Right when we get to our first pack, we press all of our FLASKS one time, and then we start casting Spark, and then we just Leap Slam around and cast Spark. It only takes a second to ramp up, and then you're running around like a maniac, casting Sparks out the wazoo. I mean, look at this thing go. I can barely control it, and I'm running into the rock. If you're enjoying the video, remember to hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more budget build guides, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. So the main question mark about this build on how soon you can start it is going to be the FLASKS. So you need duration FLASKS, and you need to get these above 20 seconds. So you need duration roll on the FLASK, and then you also need to use the new orbs to add the implicit for more increased duration. Then you also need to pick up on the tree this increased FLASK duration node, these two, and then these nodes. And then you also need to be wearing a jewel that does another 50%. You get this in the campaign, so you can do it solo self-found. Now you do not want to league start this build. Instead, you want to league start probably with a Steel skill or Spectral Helix. I have a guide on Steel skill. And then you want to probably go Lightning Strike, farm out these couple pieces. You're going to have to respec because for this setup, you have to go all the way up here. So you're going to want to pick up while you're leveling stuff in this section and then wait to travel up here. So don't try to do this before level 84. You're probably going to have a bad time. Now the rest of this gear is pretty cheap that we're wearing. We're just wearing an Annihilating Light. Now we do need a lower roll on the reduced elemental resist. This essentially means 60% less resists. Now it does triple our damage, and this drops 45% of the time for the boss, so these should be really easy to get. Now, they have the huge downside of that resist, but since we're running a resist flask with another all-res flask and then each individual one, we are getting an insane amount of resist from our flasks. So look at what our resists are preemptively, and then we're capped after we hit all the flasks. So that is why we're able to do this on a budget. Otherwise, you cannot use this staff that is super busted. Then we're using the Gall, and eventually you're going to want +3 spark projectiles on this, but we didn't use that. We just used the Gall. It's a 1 to 2 C unique. Then we're just using a 5 link, and we put in here spark, controlled destruction, added lightning, inspiration, and spell echo. Honestly, I would swap this out for lightning penetration because I only really have trouble with the bosses, and I need some pen. Until we get Omniscience. Amulet, we anointed Dreamer on it, and this is to reduce the cost of mana skills, so we're stacking mana cost reduction, and we did a minus non-channeling, and I got strength and strength. See, I don't even have life on this, just because this staff requires a lot of strength, and some of our red gems require a lot of strength. Then these are like 3C rings, really common. And then gloves, I put one cold essence onto these gloves. Happened to get life, crafted cold and lightning, and then I used the lesser orbs to get these implicits. So the new Elder and Eater orbs for the implicits. Then my boots just have a ton of resists on them. Now, if you'll notice, my cold resist is extremely high, so I actually could drop probably a lot of the cold resist here, and I could drop some cold resist here, and we're going to be fine, which would be easier to round out the resist for the build to get it going, because the flask gives so much. Then for gems, I'm using Vitality, Molten Shell, Cast when damage taken, and Wrath, Defiance Banner, Determination, Leap Slam, Smite, Mark on hit with Sniper's Mark. There's some confusion about what this does. You don't have to link this with anything for it to actually work, and it will auto trigger just on any hit at all. Then we have Spark, Controlled Destruction, added Lightning. Like I said, Lightning Pen instead here. Inspiration, and Spell Echo support. Then we're using Precision level 1 just to get 8% increased damage, but you don't need to use this. Vol Clarity, very important to have a Vol version of this, because otherwise you're going to run out of mana. Zealotry, then we have Life Tap, Divine Blessing, Haste, and Increased Duration support. For Pantheon, I'm using this for the Cannot Be Frozen, and I would definitely want to get the reduced effect of Chill on you. And then I'm going to be farming the Searing Exarch altars. Since everyone else is farming the other one, it's probably going to be heavy in demand. So I have this less duration of Ignite, and the unaffected by burning ground, the on-death effect from those searing altars, you're just immune to that. Very nice for farming them. You're going to want to kill all the bandits. Passive order doesn't matter. Do not go this unless you have all these nodes, okay? You need to unlock these with Lightning Strike first. So I'm not telling you in order. We want more skill effect duration for a mastery, increased effective auras. You could potentially pick up, which I didn't yet here. Flasks applied to you have 10% increased effect. We have some more projectile speed. We have reduced mana cost of skills, increased mana reservation efficiency. Very important. Lightning damage with non-critical strikes is lucky. This is like a 33% more damage multiplier. And then increased damage per aura or herald affecting you. And that's why we were using the level 1 precision. If you need additional help, make sure that you join the Discord. Go to the How to View channels. Assign yourself the gamer role right here. And then you can ask questions in the PoE questions channel. And then a lot of the action happens in the Chat of Exile channel. I check this every single day, answer questions every single day. And there's a ton of members on here who also help people. If you're looking for something to listen to while you're leveling, I've been interviewing other Path of Exile content creators. You can get to these videos by clicking the link in the description. This is on a separate channel called Tell Us About. Lastly, I will be streaming the League Start, and I'm going to actually be playing this. So if you want to see in real time the micro decisions I'm making to be able to get to this quickly, make sure you stop by the stream. Hope to see you soon.